What's going on, everybody? I am back to review the iSmart alarm. I believe it is called the Spot. And the Spot is a wireless camera only, so there is no NIC card on the back. And it's a Kickstarter campaign camera that I purchased for around 80 bucks. I think it's going for 99 now. There's some good, some bad. It's kind of ugly. I'm going to go over those right now. Some of the things I like about this camera are the fact that it's nice and compact. It's pretty easy to change the angles on it. You can spin it. It's got a kind of a cool little mount design on here that you can flap over. You can also, it's got a magnetic bottom. So you can, it comes with a plate that you can mount on the wall and screw in, and then it'll just snap right up. So it's not permanently affixed, but it is magnetically. It's got some heating fans, which unfortunately the design of this, it's got some in the back too. It kind of ventilates the heat as long as you don't close this all the way. Otherwise you take a lot of that cooling away, which I found it will overheat the camera if you leave it that way too long. It's got a little reset button and a little micro SD card right there, which, oops, I lost full focus there, which is up to, I think, 64 gigs, at least 32. I think that's what I have in mind right now. And it's also got a little photo cell sensor to tell when the lights go out, and a little IR. And it's also got a microphone and a speaker built in. So it's kind of a really cool camera. I mean, you use it for certain applications, like using it at your front door maybe, and using it almost like an intercom. But there is a little bit of a delay on it, which, if you don't have super fast network, I would not recommend even trying that. Or you could look at pets, fish tanks, things of that nature, nanny cam. There's a lot of good about it. I mean, it's number one, cheap and nice design. But I have found that if it overheats, it will stop recording, and the only thing that will start it again is to cycle power. Like I said, it was a Kickstarter campaign. It took a little while to get to me. There are some things that I don't like also about it, which is the fact that the SD card is local storage only. So even though it's got a USB port in the back here, you cannot take that video and just stream it off, or connect through the app, or even connect that USB port and maybe pull the video off. You have to pop the SD card out and move it over to a computer, and then you can pull that video. Now there's a lot of settings in the app, which I'll show you the app in a little bit, and that basically is a good and bad thing. I mean, you can tweak it, you can set it up for carbon monoxide alarm, you can set it so that if your smoke detectors go off, it will hear that, sense it, and then send you an alarm. And it's got some free cloud storage. It's only going to give you like little 30-second clips, and only a certain amount of them. I think of like 10 clips. So it's not really a full-blown cloud storage service. So I would say if you're looking for a security camera, you should look elsewhere. If you're looking for a little nanny cam, or something to look at a fish tank or a pet, then this thing might work out for you. Like I said, as long as you keep those air vents open, and do not use it outside, because this thing is not waterproofed in any sort of way. Okay, so this is the iSmart Alarm app, and you launch it, and since I've already been logging in before I went right into the screen that shows my wireless camera. You can zoom forward and back. You could also zoom it in and move it left or right. I got it pointed at my fish tank. There are a few things you can do: time lapse, you can do speaker, you could do snapshots, microphone, and video. You also can see the bandwidth being utilized and the resolution of the camera. If you go into settings, you have sound alerts with 3 different sensitivities, motion alerts with another 3 different sensitivities, the smoke alarm alert, which I have turned off right now, but it's easy to turn on. And then you got your CO detector, which is your carbon monoxide, night vision, whether it's on or off, your SD card and how much space you've utilized, and whether you record on event or whether you record on continuous. I do event because it saves my space. And then you can also put in your Wi-Fi settings if you want to change your Wi-Fi settings to another Wi-Fi unit. And then a camera log, which is for troubleshooting. I'm doing this on an iPad, so as you can see, it's got that 1 times there. And that is basically because it doesn't have an iPad app. As you can see, there's a little bit of, from the window that's near it, it's bleeding a little bit of light there. If you take the device that you have and turn it sideways, you'll get a bigger shot. So it's pretty good. I would say that for the app that it came with, it's pretty full featured.